How y'all doing tonight? How y'all
Oh,
doing?
there
Hey,
we go with
yo.
the new camera.
New camera, new mic setup.
Oh my fucking
Ball
god.
sack.
And the new mic setup just got killed.
Yep, there we go. What? Why is this? There we go. There we go. That is not stable.
It is stable. You're just dumb. Are you gonna, like, you move, you're so far away.
Okay, jeez,
Where are
okay.
you?
I'm
Are
right
you in,
there.
like, China?
You can literally see me in the camera.
Like in fucking China, dude.
Cleaner.
My eyes are already clean.
No.
Shut up.
El vocabulario.
I didn't even say a swear word.
Yeah, you did.
What did I say?
You said the F word.
The F word?
Yeah, you did.
Frick. You freaking fricks! That Sonic Kid, you know that Sonic Kid?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that Sonic Kid.
Yeah, of course.
When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Speaking of the Sonic Kid, Sonic movie looks pretty fucking awful. Oh, frick. Looks pretty freaking awful.
But more to the topics in question.
So, well, first of all, let's get fucking into it. Freaking into it.
So, topic. What is our topic? Our topic today is
No. First, we haven't even announced saying like, welcome back
right.
welcome
back to the Oompas and Loompas podcast.
As
Yo.
always,
I'm
William.
I'm Wonkafin.
And we're here to delve into some of the news and the things that have been going on the past week.
Controversial topics today, you know. First order of business: identical twins versus fraternal twins.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's the topic that we literally just thought of. Like
no, we didn't. We weren't talking about that at all.
Oh, yeah?
We're talking about identical twins.
We're talking about identical twins. But we got it. Our last one was pies versus cakes and hands versus arms.
Fraternal
Identical
twins
versus identical.
Fraternal twins is like, well, what is that?
They wear their like
different gender, right?
No, they just don't look identical. So
I thought it was different gender.
No, not necessarily. Fraternal twins can still be like
same gender.
Same gender.
But what if they're different gender? Then it's
still fraternal twins.
Okay, then it's fraternal twins. But I don't know what you're saying.
Which one's better? All right, let's talk about identical twins. Jeez.
Okay, cool. Identical twins. So what I was saying, actually, I don't want to talk about that topic because what happens if like what happens if the ones that I was talking about see this podcast and they're just like, oh,
well, they don't know. You know more than one pair of identical twins.
I only know one actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh no, I know two. But one of them is like a lot cooler pair. But then again, like I can't say names.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, cool.
Let's call them Rebecca and Amy.
No. Because the other one, there's one that's like this guy group. There's one that's guys and the other one's girls. So I'm gonna just.
Oh, okay.
So we're just gonna say no names at all.
No names.
Or names that aren't what's it called? Names that aren't
like viable.
No. Like just for one gender, like.
Okay.
Like
Sam
Alex
and Sam.
No, Alex and Sam.
Alex and Sam.
All right.
Okay.
So, the group that I was talking about was Alex and Sam. Alex and Sam, both of them are, generally attractive people. And if you looked at them objectively, like just compared to other people, you'd be like, you know what? They're slightly above average in attractiveness.
Okay.
But when you compare them to one like to the other like, it's like, there's something there. Like I was telling you, I think one of them had like a smaller nose, but like slightly smaller, and the other one had a bigger nose. But because they looked so similar, one of them looked supremely more attractive than the other, and I was just like, what the hell? Like this is so weird.
Yep.
So that's like what I think, and you were saying the same kind of thing. Like actually you weren't saying the same thing. You were saying like
the cuter one and the hotter one. Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. No. I think. See, for me, the particular pair of the twins that I'm thinking of, one of them was a lot more outgoing. She was a lot more. I don't know. She was generally more expressive and a lot easier to make friends with, and I think that made her hotter. But like the other one was more taken care of. She was like a little bit more laid back, and she was a little bit more grounded. They looked almost identical, obviously, because
As identical twins
yeah,
go.
identical twins go. But a couple of these softer facial features, maybe
Facial features.
features, and yeah, that made her cuter. So there was the cuter one, and then there was the hotter one.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So at that Raptors game.
Oh, the two Raptors games.
The
That's
two
something that I
Raptors
get hyped
game.
about. All right. So the first Raptors game, we are actually at a bar
Yeah.
watching one of our boys, Adam Moore. Follow him on SoundCloud and also on all his socials. Because the guy's a good music guy.
Yeah.
Very good at what he does.
Very good. Very good.
So we were down there supporting him, and then we're like, oh shit, the Raptors game's coming on. So we started watching, and we're like, you know what, might as well like brush up on our Raptors, you know.
Yeah.
And since they won against the 76ers with a clutch point in the last game, we're like, it should be a pretty high point.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, away from home, kind of a rough.
Difficult. 4 games away from home if they go to the 7.
Exactly.
Because the Bucks were first. First in
Yeah.
the standings.
First in the standings. So then the only team that ever took games off them was the Raptors.
It was the Raptors, and they just got 1-2.
Well, what happened was the first game.
First game was
3 quarters.
legit.
3 quarters.
First game was legit.
Pure Raptors domination.
Great.
Pure
Yeah.
Raptors domination. There's no contest on like who was the better team on the first.
Except for like the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, you know, Bucks had a couple of, but then Raptors just kept sinking 3 points, man.
It was Lowry. Lowry was just a machine that night. Like, you know, he was shooting them, and then the last quarter, Lopez, out of
Just
nowhere,
comes
locked
in
them out.
and yeah, that was good.
It was what it ended 100 and 104.
No, 100, 108.
108. Okay, 100, 108. So it was a tough fought series. Last quarter, obviously, the one that matters most. They lost it.
I think they just got tired. Honestly, I think they just got tired. They had been pushing so hard, sinking all those 3-pointers, and then suddenly they couldn't. They couldn't.
They weren't passing it to Lowry at the last quarter either. They were passing it to that other freaking guy. I forget what his name is. This new family-friendly vibe that we're trying to go for is not suiting me pretty well.
The family-friendly vibe.
Yeah, no, it was definitely pretty.
But it was good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was a nail biter.
The second game, Raptors versus Bucks, game 2, did not watch it.
But it was a little bit more
one-sided.
Yeah.
100 to 120 was the final score. Didn't see really how it played out or anything. All I saw was the disappointment in all the players' faces, and I was like, big yikes on that one.
Yeah.
Biggest of yikes.
True.
Big yikes, little yikes.
Little yikes. Yeah, true that.
So
True
that's the Raptors recap. Tonight they're playing again, but this time it's home field
Playing
advantage.
at home, yeah.
So
that's true.
they should do better, and I would expect them to take the win on this one. They should win this one. And if they don't, then they're in really, really deep trouble. And
You think they're in trouble?
yeah, if they don't win today, they're gonna be in trouble.
You think so?
Yes. That's why I said that I think they'll be in trouble.
You think so?
Yes, I do think that.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. So before we go to the controversial, I'm gonna talk about one more recent thing that happened.
MSI.
MSI Mid-Season Invitational for the League of Legends Championships, or not League, but for League of Legends Esports.
Yep.
So top teams all across the world. Finally,
Except for Africa.
Well, Africa doesn't have a League of Legends team, so. I think actually no, that's a lie. I think they have like an Iranian team or something like that, but they're trash.
Iran's an Asian.
Trash. Either way. So top 4 teams went to the bracket stage, which was North America's representative Team Liquid, China's representative, and also the world champions of 2018. So last year's world champions, IG, who went almost undefeated in the play-in stage, group stage, only dropped 1 game to SKT, who SKT was rated the best team going into the tournament.
Right.
Number one representative of Korea, and then G2 Esports, number 1 representative of Europe. So the matchup was IG, the Chinese representative, versus Liquid, the North American representative. And North America, like just over the history of the League of Legends scene, has always been like the kicking bucket. Like they've never been very good. They've always been kind of awful, to be honest. And then out of nowhere, these guys pull out the win in a 4-game series, 3-1 in favor of Liquid. I was like, holy shit, that is insane. Oh, sorry, my bad, not family friendly. Holy poop, that was insane.
Oh no, let's not do that.
All right, yeah, sorry. Anyways, so and then they advanced to the finals. I was like, okay, cool. That was Friday. Saturday, G2 played against SKT, and they had a really nail biter of a series, 5-game series, all the way to the 5 games. 3-2 in favor of G2. I didn't actually see that one coming. I thought SKT would be a lot better in best of 5s, but it happened. And then it was G2 versus Team Liquid, North America versus Europe. The first time in a long time.
First time.
No, the first time. It's actually the first time in the history that you had 2 Western teams in the finals for MSI. It was crazy. And then they played, and G2 just outclassed Team Liquid completely and won the tournament. So right now, in esports for League of Legends, by far right now the best region is looking to be Europe. Europe is looking to be the best region right now.
It wants to beat.
Yeah, they're the ones to beat coming into the World Championship. That's gonna happen around September-ish.
Yeah.
So that's a little recap on league news right there.
What's the structure on the World Championship?
You got the playing stage, so you got all the teams that aren't like a major league. So you got like Brazil, South America, North, South America, South, Central America. What other teams?
South America South.
Yeah, because they split them to half because they're too big to be one region. Okay. Then afterwards you got I believe Vietnam, and then after Vietnam it's like the Commonwealth area, so like Russia and other places, and also
Commonwealth.
It's like the
Commonwealth, all the UK and all of their territories.
Some of it UK besides like EU West, so like besides like Germany, France, and like other places like them.
UK except for US.
No, UK except for the EU except for like France and like the UK and Germany and like Spain and basically the western side of Europe doesn't count. The eastern side of Europe is like their own region as well.
Okay.
And then you got the Oceanic League as well. All those guys battle off in the play-ins. So the top 2 or top 4 go to face off against the last place teams of this year's going to be Taiwan, and who was the other region that didn't make it through? It was Taiwan, and I think it's going to be either China or Korea. I think it might be Korea.
Okay.
So the last place seed for Korea is going to have to battle the way into the group stage. So whoever wins that, the 4 teams advance from that to go to the group stage.
How many teams are in the group stage?
Group stage is 4 teams, 4 groups of 4 teams.
Okay.
4 groups of 4 currently. They might increase that later down the road, but right now it's 4 groups of 4 teams. And then afterwards, the top 2 teams of each group advances to the bracket stage, and then it's just like a regular bracket stage, and then whoever battles all the way to the finish line will be the one to hold the cup at the very end and be crowned the world champions and undeniably the best team in the world for that year at least. So they're G2 looking like the team to beat right now in the international stage, especially for the European stage. My boys Fnatic better clap them when they come back home for the summer split. But that's a little bit of a recap for LoL Esports right there.
There you go.
So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about something that you've been itching to talk.
Talking about James Charles again?
Talking about James Charles.
Oof.
Big oof.
Big oof. Also, I saw little tangent. I saw a post that was like, name one slang that you were just insanely tired of hearing, and it was oof. Oof. Yeah. Can't get enough of that oof.
Can't get enough of it.
Can't get an oof.
Can we get an oof in the chat?
Yeah, so James Charles, what do you think? What are you thinking? What do you think right now? Everything that's going on.
I think some things can be warranted, and the other ones are like a bit like overblown. James Charles very recently issued like a new apology, because his first apology was awful. It was basically saying like, I'm gonna keep making mistakes, so don't judge me or some shit like that. It was like, okay, well, aren't you gonna say you're gonna try better? Basically, it was really fucking weird. But the newest one, what's it called? The newest one they did is a lot more structured, and he actually talks about the controversies that were in place. So like the main reason I think what happened was like the Tati. She was saying that James Charles was what's it called? He betrayed her in some way because he promoted this vitamin brand.
So Tati has her own brand of vitamins called Halo. It's like nutritional.
Why are you saying the name? We're not promoting them. By the way, don't buy Halo products. Fuck you, Tati.
And James Charles went to Coachella, and he was apparently held by the security of another company. And then once Coachella finished, he was approached, and apparently like the people from that other company called Sugar Bear did approached him to sponsor his stuff, their stuff.
And in exchange for tickets.
No, and just he accepted, and it was like a slap in the face for Tati because she was the one that brought him to fame. Pretty much, she promoted him all the time and pretty much held his hand
throughout the whole way.
Yeah. And I was actually watching some old James Charles videos before he went all diva, and he was actually hilarious. Like he was. Does he still go by Ye? He's gay.
He's gay.
Okay, he's just gay. Okay, all right. So yeah, he was hilarious. Just talking about I don't even remember. It was just funny crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the apology video that he issued, it kind of goes into depth about the Coachella thing because he said that what happened was that when he was held by the security, because he didn't have the tickets or something like that. And the thing is that there's difference between VIP, which VIP any regular person can buy, and then there's creator tickets. Creator tickets are only held by companies that have promotional stuff. So when he was being held up, is because he bought a VIP, not a creator one, even though he is a creator. So he then went and contacted Sugar Bear because they told him like, hey, if you want tickets, we can get you some. So he contacted them. He was like, hey, I need tickets for Coachella real quick. And they were just like, okay, cool. You just have to sign this contract saying that you're going to promote this product, keep it up for one day, and then afterwards you can have the tickets. So like, okay, well, he didn't really think about it. He's like, fine, whatever. I'll just need the tickets. So he got signed in. Then afterwards he went to the thing. When he came back, he promoted the thing, and then under contract he had to leave the video up for a full day. Even though he said on the apology that he did want to take it down, but because he was under contract, he physically couldn't take it down until after the day. And then he did take it down after that day. So. Obviously, I'm not trying to offend because everybody's like, in the fuck James Charles train, like fuck this guy. Oh, sorry, frick this guy, frick James Charles. I'm more of a subjective type of guy. I think that both of them had agendas. Like, I think Tati had an agenda that she tried to pursue, and that it went to a point where she actually might have hurt him more than she actually meant to. And then on the other side, James Charles, he fucking did something stupid. He did something stupid. Jeez, I'm really bad at not swearing. Like, I don't know what it is. Either way.
You're just an angry boy.
I guess. But yeah, no, like, he did something really dumb. And he, like, that's something that you shouldn't do, especially when you have so much followers and so much kind of clout. It's really hard to It's hard to do dumb things and not get noticed, especially when you're in like that type of spotlight. Absolutely. So when he did something like that, it's just like, I mean, come on, man, you have to be more careful in that. Yeah. Like, simple as that.
Well, it's like Elon Musk when he went on the Joe Rogan Experience and he did.
I don't agree with that one. I don't agree that should have been a controversy at all. That he didn't do anything wrong there.
Oh, the weed? Yeah, I agree.
It's like,
I agree.
Whatever. Let him fucking. It's like drinking alcohol. It's like, oh shit. Oh, sorry. It's like, oh my god. You drank alcohol. You got drunk. Whoa. Jeez. Slow down there, buddy.
Well, I mean,
slow down there,
brother. It's like one thing to just enjoy the alcohol. That's another thing completely to just get trashed in the middle of like.
He didn't get in the thing.
No. Yeah. He didn't. He didn't get like high or anything. He was just doing his thing.
Yeah, mostly because he got peer pressured by Joe Rogan, but whatever.
I mean, bald guy like that comes up to you and you're like.
Actually, that's something else I want to talk about. What is it with bald people
being intimidating?
No, not intimidating, but like being overpowered. Like in every picture, every movie you think of, or any type of character, and the bald ones are always the most powerful ones.
Elaborate.
One Punch Man. He's bald, and he kills everything with one punch.
Right.
You got Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender is bald. He's the most powerful guy. Aang. Yeah. And then you got yourself also. What's another one?
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah, you know, like
I see where
bald
you're
people,
going.
and like Dwayne the
Thanos.
Rock Johnson, Thanos bald. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, a real life superhero, bald.
Bald.
You know, like the list goes on. You got Johnny Sins, porn actor, super overpowered. Have you seen him destroy that? You know, yes, you know,
Destroy
bald.
this.
He's bald as well.
Yeah. Securing that satchel.
He's securing that satchel. Yeah, he's forgoing the fanny pack.
Forgoing the fanny pack to secure the satchel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, overpowered. Overpoweredness of bald people. Huh.
Do you think that? Because like that's.
Do they do that on purpose?
No. Do you think that being bald makes you stronger?
I think that making you being stronger
Makes you
you
bald.
bald.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's the whole premise of One Punch Man, isn't it? That he trained,
so
so hard
that his hair fell
out. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can see that. Or is it because his hair fell out that he became so strong? Now, what you subscribe to the?
I'm subscribed to the you get strong, you get bald.
I subscribe to you're bald, you are strong.
You get bald, you get strong.
Exactly. So, and for anybody, actually, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I was about to dip into something.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. I was gonna go somewhere where
I think
definitely need to go.
I think the premise of bald leads to strength. No, I definitely think it's strength leads to bald.
Strength leads to bald. Okay.
Strength leads to bald.
Strength leads to bald.
And it's like, because being bald is kind of a telltale of experience, of age, of hard work. And
Aang isn't.
Aang is 112 years old.
Yeah, but
also not fair. All the air monks were bald.
Yeah,
even the women. Even the
died.
women. Yeah. Even the women were bald.
No, they did. I think the woman had.
They
like
had some braid.
They had the hair like that.
Yeah,
thing.
but they were bald all the way here.
This. Can you guys see that like that?
Yeah, you can see the bald spot over there.
Oh, what are you talking about? You want me to show the?
It's because I'm getting strong.
You're getting strong. I didn't even say anything. All you said, you just admitted that you could bald
I'm
thing.
getting strong. I'm stronging.
I'm stronging. Can that be the thing now? Just like whenever you.
Stronging.
Yeah, I'm just stronging, man.
I'm stronging. Yeah, I'm just getting stronger.
Yeah, I'm just about to strong you. What?
You're gonna bald me?
I'm gonna bald you.
You're gonna bald me. Ouch. It's like Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah. Kind of fucking. Oh my god! Can I not swear? Am I just?
We're gonna start doing the tip jar. We're gonna start doing the swear jar.
The swear jar.
Yeah.
Lordy Lord. Lord. Oh well, actually, you know what? We actually have something from one of our viewers on our last YouTube video. They actually put a comment on one of our videos.
Okay. Yeah.
I just gotta pull it up here, and we'll discuss what they said. Because if you don't remember last week, I asked you guys to comment out.
Subjects for us. Topics
for us discussion. Now,
the hotly debated one.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. We got one comment.
It's a start.
It's a start from Magic Magi.
Sounds completely mysterious and unfamiliar. Topic question.
So topic/question number one.
That's a good one.
What makes a person beautiful, physical and or personality wise?
Okay. So
thick.
I like being thick.
Being thick.
So I like that question. I think. Do you want to start?
Yes.
I think I might need a little time to kind of get my thoughts in order.
I already know what my answer is going to be, and I already said it like 2 seconds ago. Thickness, the curviness. I'm going purely physical right now. Physically attractive, if you got curves, obviously we're both straight guys. I'm not sure if I can comment on what makes a guy attractive. I don't know. Like the thing that I think of is just big dick. I'm just like, yeah. Which it's like.
How would you know that though? How would you objectively look at a guy just in public
and be like, guy has
and
big
be
dick?
like,
that's why.
Yeah, that guy's attractive. Well, how do you know?
I don't know.
Because I can see he's wearing tight pants.
He's wearing tight pants. I don't know. I can't comment on that one, but I can comment on the girl side. And for me, what attracts me is thickness. So like. If she is like the hourglass shape, although
I get that.
although I can't say that like for me, booty number 1, face number 2,
Really,
number 3 is like a fit-ish body. Doesn't have to be like like super strong like Olympic style. I'm just talking about not overpowering with the weight. Just just not too big. That's all I'm saying. Not too big. And then last for me, like honestly, the least important one is just like the this area, the chest.
Okay.
So like honestly speaking, as long as it has like 1, 2, and like a little bit of 3, then like that's like the most attractive person for me. And that it's true because it rhymes.
So I'll level with you. I think for me, I've always thought that it's more in if we're talking just physical attraction.
Physical attraction first.
Yeah, we'll talk physical attraction first. Full disclaimer.
Yeah.
I think it's more in the face.
The face. We'll tell you about that in
later,
next
later.
week. Next week.
Next week. That's gonna be our topic of discussion for next week. Terrible songs.
Terrible.
Terrible songs that are so bad they're good.
Yes, there you go. Songs that are so bad they're good. Okay.
Write that down. Songs that are so bad that they're good. Write that down. So for me, I think it's always kind of lied in the face. I've never really cared too much if they were too skinny or the other
extreme.
Yeah, the other extreme.
Why are we being so hesitant to say just the word fat?
Well, because it's definitely a lot
more sensitive.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more sensitive word.
It's
like saying, when, yeah, no, just
can we go on a tangent on that one?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I mean, people say skinny all the time, but there's people that are anorexic that I'm pretty sure they're pretty, they're aware of their skinniness.
Being too skinny.
Exactly.
Well, there's definitely a lot more fat shaming going on than skinny shaming.
True. But the thing,
especially the way that kind of pop culture portrays like skinnier and skinnier women as being even more and more attractive, I don't agree with you.
I don't agree with that statement, and I'm not sure about that.
We'll get back to that. Put a pin on it.
Put a pin on it.
Yeah, this is where we put annotations. If we had good production value,
are you making fun of my editing skills?
Yep. Okay. We would put a pin here, and it would be like, and it would appear right here as a little box, and then we would swipe it off when we're done with that topic.
But we don't know how to.
But we don't know how to do that because we're noobs. So, for me, it's always been kind of in the face. Like I said, don't really care too much about the figure because you can always get skinnier. You can always get fatter. Childbirth, you get skinnier. You get fatter. You whatever.
Get skinnier in childbirth?
Well, if you get depressed afterwards, and then you stop eating,
That's fucking drastic, man.
That is drastic,
right.
But it's true,
So face number one for you.
Number one.
We're talking about top 3.
Man, if we're talking, okay, all right.
Face first.
So face first, but if I'm gonna go inside face not only has to be like attractive to me.
Yeah.
Also has to have a good smile.
Oh,
like
yes.
100%. I think seeing a woman smile is genuinely one of the most attractive things. And that's why we like making you guys laugh because we like seeing that smile.
Except that I'm not sure we're making anybody laugh. I mean, our last video got 4 views?
Yeah, well, you know what? 4 is more than 0.
That is true.
That is true.
That is a positive side.
There you go. Second of all, I mean, it's just because it's so far ahead for me. It's just like good smile. It's so far ahead of everything else.
2. He's number 2. It's gotta be booty, man.
Dude, oh no, legs.
Really?
Yeah.
You choose that? Well, I mean, with a nice butt comes nice legs. It's a guarantee.
Not necessarily.
When have you ever seen a nice butt?
When have you never seen that?
When have you ever seen a nice butt without nice legs attached?
Well,
impossible. Now you can have nice legs without a nice butt. But.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then yeah. I still think nice legs.
So you would rather have a girl with nice legs and no butt than a girl that has a nice butt because if she has
no legs.
No, but she has no legs. Yeah, I'm talking about people. Are you saying you don't like women that don't have legs?
I never said that. You're the one that's saying that.
All right, give me a second. I got something for this. Let's see if he'll do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready?
Can you?
I don't know. We'll see if he'll do it.
No, it doesn't work.
No, it did work.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah, it did. Do it again.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, what you're saying is, wait, give me a second. So what you're saying is that, shit. So you're saying, fuck. Okay. So what you're saying is that what you're saying is that you don't like women that. Wait, okay. So what you're saying is that you don't like women that don't have legs.
That didn't work, did it? No, you had to drop it. You had to drop it.
Okay. So what you're saying is that okay,
is it even working?
Whatever.
Is it even working?
Yes, it is.
in this
It is.
dream?
It is.
Is it?
Okay, give me a second.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, we're literally fucking idiots now. Alright, whatever. Either way,
Okay.
so
No, that's not what I'm saying.
okay,
That's not what I'm
but you
saying.
said nice legs is number 2.
Okay, so you're saying that if woman has no butt, like
yeah,
literally
guess
no
what?
butt,
Felipe
you
is
don't like
adios. Felipe is Gonzo Alonzo. All right.
Gonzo
He's see you later, alligator. He's gonna be like in no wild crocodile because he's out of there. That's what Felipe's saying.
No, I think legs. Legs.
Number
and
3.
Then, 3, I would honestly say if they're like, if their hands are well taken care of. Yeah. Because it shows,
fuck?
it's detail. It's detail.
Who the fuck? It's like, yo, babe, let me see your hands real quick. Oh yeah, so you got the manicure last week. Okay, I see you. I see you use nail polish yesterday and then use acetone on there. Yeah, 100% acetone.
Oh yeah. Okay. So see, if they have good nails, good hair, like good things like that, it means that they're healthy.
So what you mean
it
is hygiene. You mean good hygiene, not just hands.
Okay, all right, okay. So if we're talking about hygiene is a must.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
before anything else.
Anything else?
Before
Hygiene is number
anything
1.
else.
Hygiene's number 1.
Hygiene, because you could be the hottest girl in the world.
But if you rank,
relatively, if hottest girl for me is gonna be different than the hottest girl for him. But you could be the hottest girl in the world for me or for him. But in my experience,
if you're rank, you're rank.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we got a story to tell. It's story time, ladies and gentlemen. It's story time.
What story time?
Rank?
Oh no.
What do you mean?
It's not story time.
Is that story time?
It's not story time.
Are we not doing a story time?
We can do a story time. We can do a story time every
Okay,
every episode.
Okay, so let's do this story time.
It's too early. It's too early.
It's too early to start
Too
time?
early in the podcast.
All right. We'll do story time in a second.
We'll do story time
Later down.
when we have more viewers.
Ouch.
When we have more viewers, because I want live reactions.
How you want
for
live
this one.
reactions?
I want live reactions for that one.
Okay. Well, yeah, that'll be a good one. Anyways, the other topic that the same commenter.
No, but we still.
Yeah,
finished.
personality.
Yeah, we have personality.
Okay. So personality. I mean, I'm just gonna go for a cheat here. Whatever my girlfriend's personality is, number 1.
Which one?
Dude, that's why are you saying that? Who else do I have? Are you pointing to yourself? You're a guy. I said girlfriend.
Are you discriminating?
I said girlfriend.
Are you saying that?
I said girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever my girlfriend's personality is, number 1.
Which one?
Dude, you're actually gonna get me in trouble. If she's actually gonna come in like, why is it guys saying which one in the video?
Oh my
and
god.
be like,
yeah.
magic,
Okay. That.
Okay.
100% joke. 100% joke.
Please make sure that's.
170% joke. 1,000,000% joke. A 100% joke.
Do you want me to do it for you? Do you want me to do it? Oh, dude. Okay.
Okay, so personality-wise, yeah. So
Whatever my girlfriend is, that's number 1. That's number 1 for me. That's the most attractive.
that's totally cheating.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, all right. So somebody that has a drive.
Okay.
Somebody that cares about kids.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Somebody that is from Senegal. And there's somebody that is dating me.
Those are the 4 personality traits. The 4.
The 4 ones.
Personality traits.
If they don't match, Felipe's out of here. All right. What about you, man? What about you?
So for me, I would say definitely good sense of humor.
Okay.
Good sense of humor. Someone that you're comfortable being stupid around. I think is also important. So I think that ties in with the first one.
I'm not sure about that one because I feel comfortable being stupid around everybody. Maybe just because I'm dumb.
Yeah. Someone that doesn't feel uncomfortable when you're stupid around them.
There we go. That's a good one.
And who is comfortable enough to be stupid around you.
Yes. That you can fart in front of.
Yeah. That's one of the milestones in the relationship.
Except that for me,
fart.
If I eat pizza, it's gonna be number one. Like literally first date, it's gonna be done deal. I get gassed. By the way, I get gassy when I eat pizza. I think I'm like
I think they understood.
Oh.
By the way, I get gassy when I eat pizza.
Like cheese,
in case you didn't extrapolate.
But speaking of which, I'm just gonna go for a small tangent here. When you picked me up from work to go buy the new bass guitar over there.
Yeah. You mean that one?
Yeah, that one right there. They Gemini.
Yeah.
So when I went to go buy it, what's it called? We went to Wendy's and we ate the what's it called? The Baconator.
Yeah.
And that had cheese on it. The rest of the day after I got back after I went to work, I just started farting uncontrollably. Like it was terrible. What are you going for? Notepad?
Yep.
What do you want to write?
I want to write what I told you to write down, the topic for next week.
What's the topic for next week?
That we forgot because we forgot to write it down.
Well,
songs that are so bad that they're good.
Songs that are so bad that.
Oh, I keep looking at this camera. It's a new camera set up over there.
Yeah, the better camera.
Yeah,
our other camera was like awful.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so I mean that's so personality for you.
Personality has to have a good sense of humor, and they definitely need to have a drive as well. I will 100% agree with that one. They need to be pursuing something greater than the relationship. You know,
like somebody like me. Because I'm just great in general.
But on that tangent, since we're speaking about that,
okay.
Since you said first date, cheese, farting. First dates.
Okay.
Let's talk first dates.
First dates.
Yeah.
I'm the king of first dates, man.
Yeah, because you never get a second one. Yep. I'm just gonna grab the.
Okay, so how's your dating life going, man? If you want to talk about that one.
See, I don't even worry about first dates.
Because you don't get them in the first place.
Okay. All right. I think it's a.
So first date.
It's time to grab the broom to sweep up the ashes from being roasted.
Oh shit! I actually was like, what the fuck are we talking about? My floor's like sort of clean. But so
first dates.
I'm the king of first dates.
Okay. Elaborate.
So like first impressions are like one of my strongest things. Like I don't know what it is, but like when somebody meets me, I like kick it into high gear and I go to like Felipe's best possible self. For instance, interviews, I rock every single interview I go into. I'm just like, that's basically what I do. And then they're just like, holy fuck, this guy, holy frick, holy macaroni, this guy's so freaking popping. He's so freaking cool. And I'm just like, yeah, that's right, that's me. That's a package. And then afterwards, it's like the second one is always like a bit like, who is this guy?
The second impression.
I mean, be honest. The first time you met me, you thought I was pretty cool, and now you know me a little bit longer, and it's just like, wait.
I'm just trapped here because he has no friends and he keeps calling me.
I think it's the other way around.
Because you have no friends?
No, because you have no friends. Who else do you have besides me? Vadim?
Yeah.
He doesn't count.
Why not?
Because he's Russian. Shout out to our boy Vadim. He's actually super cool. If he watches this, which I don't think he does because we don't promote this at all.
And we wonder why we only have 4 views.
Yeah. A.k.a. me, you, me, and you.
Okay, so yeah. First dates. You're great at making that first impression.
Yes. And first, like, there's only been one time that I had a bad first date. And that was just because I kind of did it on purpose in a way.
Right.
So, I'm not going to say names again, but I'm just going to say French girl and then prettier French girl. So, I was going on a date with this French girl. We went to the movies, And then I saw a prettier French girl at the movies. It was our first date. So I was like, ooh, this other girl here looks a lot better than the girl I'm with right now. So I literally told her, I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to go there. I'm going to talk to that girl. You can enjoy the movie, but I'm a peace out of here. So bad first impression on the first girl. Second girl was more into me and was like, you know, she was like receiving the vibes. And I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, that was probably the worst first impression, worst first date I ever had. Mostly because I did that on purpose.
Ouch.
Yes. I haven't talked to her since.
I would assume so.
And she hasn't talked to me back.
I would assume so.
Yeah. First dates.
First dates.
Best, worst. As I said, my best one and my worst one, which is like best one's all of them. Worst one's just one.
I don't think I've genuinely ever had a bad first date. I think by the time that I've gotten girls to agree to go out with me, they've liked me enough, or at least tolerated me enough, that they can survive through the night. I think if I had one that just stands out to me, is just girl that I was going out with the day before my birthday, and some will disagree on whether or not we actually went out. But anyway, it's what comes to my mind, so I'm gonna say that one. And we were literally just joking the whole time because we went to restaurants and we would say that it's her birthday instead. Yeah. So they would bring her desserts and they would sing her songs and bring her all kinds of goodies, nice crap and goodies. Yeah, which was hilarious because she didn't like it. She didn't like attention, so she thought it was really funny. Went really well. Went really well. Other than that, we talked all day. And then literally next day she forgot it was my birthday, which sounds super petty, but when you spend all day literally joking about it.
Yeah, it was no
really,
message, no fucking
nothing.
Happy birthday, nothing like that, just
nothing.
Complete ghosted. And you saw her in the hallway, you said, didn't you? Like that one time?
Yeah, I saw her in the hallway and I was like, yo, what's good? And she was just like, oh yeah, just forgot. I'm like, cool. Yeah, we didn't talk a lot after that.
No, I expect not to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
that's the first one because I think it was such. If we go just by the date part, it was so good, but it was like bittered because of the following day. And yes, it is a little petty, but I don't think I would have cared as much if we hadn't literally been the whole day joking about how the following day was my birthday.
Yeah.
You know, I mean it more than just because this wasn't just like I saw a pretty girl on the subway. It was like, hey, do you want to go out? And then she was like, yeah, no, this is one of my friends from, I don't know, from a while back. Yeah. And so but I mean,
it's whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things that happens, and you're like, yeah, you were mad at that point, but it's a funny story, or I guess it's at least a good story nowadays.
Speaking of good stories.
Stories.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, no, we're not doing the rank yet.
Not yet.
We're not going to the ranks.
So that's first date. Oh yeah,
first dates.
And the second thing here that we got commented on was self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars.
That is my jam. So, do we start with the classic, the Tesla Model X?
So I want to talk about the Tesla Model X for one reason. There's a Pornhub video on it.
Yeah.
And
Elon Musk,
like, you know, he approved of it. So.
Yeah, he was like, should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, like, you know, like that's super cool. I mean, that's like the only practical use I can think of a self-driving car, though. It's just.
I think getting work done while you're on your way to work is also good. If you know what I'm saying.
Getting work done? Oh, getting work.
Getting work done.
And I said getting worked on.
Getting work done. Yeah. We're all just Nebula. Getting work done by our daddies.
The fuck? What are you saying?
Nebula gets work done.
Oh yeah, Avengers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but like
works on her.
Yeah, why do you guys say that?
My bad.
My bad.
But other than that, yeah. So self-driving cars, I think.
What do you prioritize? Okay, so like this is something that I'm saying. Okay, so like for this is where we're getting into the discussion.
Okay.
prioritizing on safety.
Okay.
So obviously the most logical thing is save as many people as possible. So
Okay.
let's say the car is gonna drive, and for some reason, the human error part where some kids decide to run in the middle of the road. The car doesn't have time to brake in time, but it has enough time to maybe swerve and hit like a post or something like that.
Okay.
So it saves like the 3 people that it would have originally hit,
Right.
but kills you.
Kills the driver. Right.
Or does it prioritize the driver itself and just runs over people?
Ooh. So.
Which one do you think is more?
Obviously, like the more obviously moral dilemma, but I think you definitely you swerve into the post, right? Like
the car. So you buy a car that you already have full knowledge knowing that if it comes into a situation like that, you're not gonna be protected, that you're gonna end up dying.
I think the cost of signing a contract or something like that, where you are well aware that this car will put others' safety before your own. Yeah, I think as a collective, because we're not talking about one self-driving car, right? We're not talking about a future with a handful of them. We're talking about a future where all cars are self-driving. And if every car prioritizes the safety of others, then it will, ultimately, it will allow for a lot more safe interactions than if every car prioritizes its own
What if there's
safety.
one psychopath that just decides to walk in the middle of the highway, and it's prioritizing the safety of?
There's always the one outlier.
There's just a group of people that are just like, fuck everybody else outside of the corner. I'm just gonna stand in the middle of the road.
There's always that one outlier, right?
Exactly.
And because the problem with outliers is that you can always in making programs, you can always say, well, what if this happens? Well, what if this happens? There are essentially infinite ways to break a program, whereas the number of ways that a program can run efficiently and effectively are limited. So I think that definitely, yeah, there are outliers, but that's why you have the human override.
Yeah.
So if suddenly everybody just decided to do Hands Across America, and you watched that movie with me, didn't you?
What? No.
Hands Across America?
No, I don't know what the hell that is.
That's us. Okay, so if everybody decides to hold hands across the U.S.
You know who'd hold your hand?
What?
Do you know who'd hold your hand?
Who?
Bofa. You know Bofa, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Oh wait, speak in sign language. I can't hear you. Oh,
Speak
what's
in
up, man? This shit.
Absolutely.
Why the fuck can't?
Absolutely.
Okay, so.
Is this an LGBTQ friendly stream? Absolutely.
Of course, we don't discriminate or anything like that. Speak in sign language so I can hear you. Okay, so like here we go. I don't know.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you a link to the Nelson Mandela funeral.
Can't.
And
Okay,
so
bye
that
then.
you can. Okay. Right on.
Okay, see you later, friendo. We're not.
So-
By the way, we're not actually gay. He's just. Whatever. He's gone.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
Can't.
No,
So-
not Kyle Reach. I will send you a link to the Nelson Mandela video.
See.
The
No, stop doing that, man. Dude, we only have like a couple viewers, and they're already getting super triggered.
Speaking sign language, I can't hear you. Are you kidding me?
Well, no, I mean, like, if he can't hear us, he can't hear us. Sorry, man, we can't, we don't know how to speak sign language.
Oh, yeah, and how do we
Wait,
say that?
wait. That means suck your mom in sign language.
That's good.
Alright. Dude, it's the fuck.
Yeah, you guys never seen the Nelson Mandela?
Oh, yeah, we've seen
I
the
showed you the Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
funeral.
good. Pretty fucking good.
That was good.
Alright, so, what were we talking about?
That meant fuck you in Spanish.
That means fuck you in Spanish.
Speaking to two guys whose
actually-
first language is Spanish.
Exactly, Colombian and Venezuelan. What are we doing? No, but what were we talking about before?
Guys, what were we talking about before?
Do you guys remember it all? We lost track.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Something about
you know what?
Thanos and being bald.
It might as well be story time then. We have enough people to tell the story time. You know.
Not story time yet. We're saving that.
No, we gotta tell
saving-
story. Okay,
no,
fine,
no,
whatever.
we'll
We'll do
save
story
it.
time later.
Let's do it.
All right, like in like a bit, in a bit. We'll do story time in in a hot second. Oh, we have an I'm a cutie pie viewer here. I'm a cutie pie. Hey, what's good?
That's good. I like that. I respect that.
Respect that.
No, we were talking about self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars, yes. So self-driving cars, the moral dilemma part,
That's why you got a human override.
Yeah.
Because
that'll be the way to go for it.
Yeah.
I mean.
So that you can just manually swerve into the children.
What the fuck? What is wrong with you? Oh yeah, by the way, hey, you fucked at summer camp. Oh shit.
Of course.
All right.
I got a flute story for you, man.
You're messed, man. You're actually messed. All right.
It's an American Pie joke.
Is it American Pie?
Yeah, it's an American Pie reference.
Ah, shit.
He's never watched American Pie.
Wait, I heard about a guy named E. Cole that fucked the biscuit at camp. Shout out to E. Cole. Shout out to our boy E. Cole.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
he's a true MVP. True MVP.
Yeah. Is he the one that invented the soggy biscuit game?
What?
You've never heard about the soggy biscuit game?
Wait, is that the one when you like do the thing and then you eat it, or if you lose?
The loser gets to eat it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gross, man.
That's gross.
That's
Actually, see, the thing that I wonder with all of those games is that they're messed up, but someone had to come up with those things. Someone had to be at some point at a party full of guys, and they had to be like, you know what would be fun right now?
Jerking off onto a cookie and then getting someone to eat it.
Yeah.
And then I can't even think about actually doing that, because the thing is,
you're surrounded by guys, and you're just.
How are you gonna? First of all, how are you gonna get hard? Like, do you would you go into like a bathroom real quick, put on some porn and just watch it, and then like.
And then who does it? No, and then how do you know who does it faster? Who finishes faster? Just tying each other.
And how do you know if they're being honest? Because you can just be like, I finished in like 2 seconds.
That's why you pull up your security camera.
That
you have conveniently installed in the bathroom.
That's messed. All right, let's just make it story time now, man. Story time.
Dude, no.
Dude, it's 55 minutes in. When are we gonna say this?
I'm just saying, save it for another episode, is what I'm saying.
Another episode?
Yes, save it for another episode.
Dude,
it's too long. There's not enough time in 5 minutes to save.
We should have said it earlier then.
No, we're not doing story time right now.
Why not?
Because I don't know why you're so adamant. You're the one in the story.
I know it's an awful. It really paints me in the worst light possible.
It paints you in the worst light possible.
But it's hilarious.
And your girlfriend is watching.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right.
So we're gonna save story time for the next episode. Follow us on Twitch.
And also on YouTube.
William Wonkathan.
William Wonkathan.
He's William. I'm Wonkathan.
Just so you guys know, the 4 people watching right now.
Yeah.
Much appreciate the views, by the way, boys.
We respect that. We love that.
And we respect you guys participating in the chat as well.
Yeah.
If you guys have any topics you want us to discuss right now, feel free to pop them up on there.
Or that you guys want us to discuss in the next episode, feel free to just.
Do you want to just cut it short right now? Do you want to do just an hour one, or like?
We always do an hour long.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we did like.
Oh my God! You know what I want right now?
Pizza?
Little Caesars. Yes.
No.
What?
No.
Why not?
Feeling it. I just said pizza because that's the first thing that you always say. But
I do always love pizza.
No, I'm thinking about a snack run, man. Just going to going to Jonko too.
PJC. Yeah.
PJC, getting myself some of those fat old chips.
Yeah. I feel that.
And then dipping out, and then grabbing some fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups, yeah, we can do that. Just grab some fruit roll-ups. Best flavor of fruit roll-ups?
Best flavor of fruit roll-ups?
That one.
What the fuck is this? Fruit au langue.
Yeah.
Fruit au langue.
Canadian fruit roll-ups.
I think the berry tie-dye is probably the best one.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good. Anyway, I think that's about time. It's
about time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up before you tap it up.
Wrap it up before you tap it up.
So I guess, as always,
I am William.
I'm Wonkathan.
And
wait a second. Don't forget again. Follow us.
On
subscribe. Twitch. The regular jazz will probably put stuff.
No, we won't put. There's subscribe buttons already below.
Okay.
And there's
already. Well, we'll put more stuff in the description to our other socials.
Like what? Our Twitch, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll put this link on the Twitch. And now what I'm gonna say is that, next week, we're gonna be talking about some more stuff again. We're
gonna be talking about that Game of Thrones episode next week too.
No, we won't because I am not.
Because he's not
caught up. So we're not doing that.
Okay.
So
Felipe is gonna go on a binge watching spree over a week. He's gonna watch 8 seasons of Game of Thrones in 6 days.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So Next week, we're gonna have the results for the Raptors game.
We are
For
gonna have results
game
for
3.
3 and 4
3
and
and 4.
5.
Is game 5 happening? No.
Yeah, it's every 2 days.
Game 3 and then 4 and 5, and so we'll have a recap on that one. I'm not sure when the League of Legends Summer Series starts up again, so we won't be.
And I'll start reading up on Magic again for you guys, so that we can have a little bit more Twitch related stuff
Exactly.
here.
And
haven't seen the meta in a while. I'm assuming it's pretty messed. Anytime that they release anything with lots of blue, it gets pretty messed. So, yeah.
Trash. And just feel free to get on our YouTube video when we post this VOD. Please what's it called? Tell us what you want us to talk about next.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at every single comment, especially because right now all of our videos, every single comment means one comment.
One comment.
Yep. But yeah, no. Other than that, like we said, it's William, Wongathan. Bada boom, bada bam. We about to slam. Didn't we say we weren't doing that because that sounded really weird at the end of the stream?
Oh yeah, that's what I guess it sounds like we're gonna go and have like some gay sex or something like that.
Yeah.
Which
To be fair, we probably are, but yeah.
Okay, no, we're not. We're not, Maggie. I promise we're not. Don't get angry.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
We'll catch you on the flip.
The flip.
The flippity flop. Oh, wait.
Flippity flop.
Okay, how about that one?
The flippity flop.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the flippity flop.
Bippity bop.
Bop. Should we just do outro music or something? No. I was thinking like doing this, and then we just. Okay. I'm gonna put actual music now on. No.